Hello, dorks. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Happy Unchatter. Happy Tunic. Happy we're figuring out Tunic. I'm excited. I'm excited for today. Not only because I love this game. I absolutely adore this game at this point. But I think we're on the cusp. I think we're on the cusp of cracking this wide open. So that's exciting. If you remember last stream, we got the last of the fairies. We have 100% of the fairies. We got the page that showed all the letters, right? And I spent a good deal of time hemming and hawing about how I think all that works. And then I said I would take a look at all my notes off stream and see where that landed us. And I have done so. I actually did what I said I was gonna do for once. I mean, look at that. And I didn't go too far. I made some notes. I don't know, they're not gonna show up. Well, they show up a little bit. Very neat and orderly paper, grid paper, pencil notes. Because I'm going to be erasing a whole bunch today, I'm pretty sure. But I understand. I understand so much better now. Just from the perspective of how these symbols are constructed, how they fit together in like the physical sense, and also how we can make words out of them. I don't know what they all mean. I don't know what they all mean yet. But there are some that I do. There are some that I'm pretty confident about it, actually. So that's kind of gonna be what today is focused on, at least to start with, right? I want to see if we can get a more clear understanding of what the manual is actually telling us, and then hopefully use that information to beat the game. Right? We're going for ending B here. What I think of as the good ending, right? Based on what the manual is telling us about it. The golden path. We're searching for the golden path. That's basically all I know about it. And I think it involves the mountain door. But past that, I'm not entirely sure. So we're gonna try to decode the manual. We're gonna try to read the manual. We're going to try to read the freaking manual here on episode, what is it, like 7? We're over 10, we're probably over 20 hours into this game, and I'm looking forward to reading the manual today. Because that's just the kind of game this is. So that's exciting. I hope that's enjoyable. I hope that's exciting. I'm excited. We're going to get into it. Today's episode is brought to you by Notes. I have them right here. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons, hanging out live, hanging out in the VODs, hanging on Discord, all that kind of stuff. Just click some buttons. Just click some buttons. I'll make note of your button pressing, and I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up because I'm excited to talk about this. I do want to get into it. Right, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. I haven't even loaded the game because there's information on this screen. We were talking about this very briefly last stream, I think. And I had the hunch that the logo, right, where it says Tunic, I don't think that says Tunic. Hello, JM, how's it going? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Are you ready for some homework? Good afternoon / morning. It's afternoon. It's early afternoon here. Good evening to you. How's it going? I have notes. I have organized my notes, and I'm very excited to put them into action and more properly decode what's going on here. No more homework, please. Okay, I will do the homework. You watch me do the homework. That is your reward for doing your homework. I will do it for you now. But first things first, right? Even just on this screen right here, we have Tunic and we have words, right? And I was making note of this last stream. The executable, like you can't see this, right? If I hover over the game icon in the system tray, it's called tunic.exe : secret legend. And I think that's important. Streaming on Monday. Yes. Is Monday special? Should I know if I'm streaming on Monday? I don't have anything going on Monday. Yeah, I'll be here. I got nowhere else to be. So my hunch is that the inside says Tunic, of course, and I think the outside bits, I think that says Secret Legend. That's kind of the assumption that I'm going to go off of, and just very cursory, just a very cursory glance at this. I'm seeing the first symbol, not the T, but like the symbol, right? Correlates to a symbol that I have a whole bunch of other S sounds with. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to say Secret Legend. So I'm going to treat this as like, I'm going to get information from this and say that I'm confident about it being Secret Legend, because I think it's going to work. So that's first things first. Is particularly invested as I'm stuck in a hotel with work. Gotcha. I remember you talking about this last time. Yeah, but now we understand a lot better. We know a lot more about how these words are made, how these characters are made, I guess. So I think we can make a lot more progress on this. So, this first symbol, right? The other thing that I'm thinking is I would have to go into the thing. Or no, I have all my screenshots, right? I can look at all my screenshots. Our two examples here, this plus this and this plus this, is inside and outside, and then inside and outside. And I say that mostly because my initial intuition, right? Maybe this is just, I don't know, it wouldn't even be Eurocentric. It's just the way that makes most sense on its face would be to go outside inside, right? But I think you go inside outside, which is probably going to be significant. Especially like here, the inside, the little chicken leggy symbols, is kind of what I've been thinking of them as. That is the same symbol that shows up in words like south and east and sword and house. So I think that's S. So I'm going to put in secret in here as well. And then there's like there's some that I am not very confident about, right? There's one like the word found I have in here too, but I don't think that's correct because it doesn't match with everything else. But then if we look at the outside, right, the outside shape, the fact that I don't have a mouse to point at things, that is the same that appears in the word east as well. So I think that's E. So outside plus, or inside and then outside is C, which tells me I think I'm on the right track, right? I think that's what's going on here. And then the next symbol is just the inside, so we have chicken leg on top, and then just a line on bottom. And this is a symbol that I don't have any other words for. That might be C, right? Like the K, like a K sound. Except it's gonna be a vowel. That's okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna write secret. I'm pretty sure it appears in the word secret. And then the next symbol has an inside and outside. The inside is just chicken leg and vertical line, which I have somewhere here. And that's a weird one. I have dodge and run, which neither of those really match. So this is kind of what I'm doing. I'm finding words where symbols appear. I'm kind of listing them together next to the symbol, and hoping when we accumulate enough, it becomes clear what that symbol means. But then there's an outside symbol, which is just the bottom caret, right? So that is here, and I have that, or no, just the bottom caret. Just the bottom is here, which I have move. So I don't know what that means. I don't think that's something's not right there. And then the next symbol is just the inside, right? That's the symbol that I have for 2. Maybe that's T. That could be T. And it's the, yeah, I think that's T. Secret. But that makes it a consonant. No, that's right. I think consonants are on the inside and vowels are on the outside. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. So that's, I think, and then up to the middle, I think that's secret, and then I think we're starting on legend now. So our inside symbol is just the vertical line, right? And that I have the word dodge. So that's interesting. I'm going to say legend. And then the outside symbol is the vertical and then the 2 at the bottom, which is here. So I have that from west. So it's eh. Yeah. This seems to be working. Most of this seems to be working pretty well. And then our second symbol is kind of wacky. We have vertical line on top and then diagonal on bottom. But they're going to be disconnected from each other. Vertical on top. Here. I don't have that one at all. I don't have any other words associated with that one. Right? Yeah, okay. So that's probably going to be a G. That's probably going to be G. Right? Yeah. And then the outside is the same. Yeah, legend. It's the same vowel sound twice. Okay. That confirms to me. I think we have it. I think we got it. And then this next one is just inside. So we have the tick on top and then the caret on bottom. I've seen that before. Yeah. That's N. That is definitely N. Okay. And then our last symbol is going to be D. It's vertical line and the caret. Yeah. Sword. Found. I also have orb here. There's some words that I'm not really confident about, but that's telling me that that's going to be D. Yeah, I think that works. I'm very confident about all of those. I think that says secret legend. That's really cute, right? I think that's a realization that happened over the course of several streams. We kind of been putting that together, but the fact that part of what our key is, right, for decoding all of this. We just straight up are still here. Now, one of the more reliable keys for decoding all of these words is coming from the system tray, right? Secret legend, those words do not appear in this game, as far as I can tell. Like we see Tunic. Does the manual even say Tunic? I'm not even sure this game is called Tunic in universe, right? I don't think we even see the word Tunic anywhere. So I think it's called Secret Legend. I think that's how it works. Okay, so there's a couple other letters that I'm kind of confident about, but there's a bunch that I have no words associated with at all. I'm curious how to go about figuring that out. geez, I think it's a bit before we can read all of this. Geez, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's just all bad stuff. A prison and a beacon. Yeah. On these up top. What do those mean? And there's more. Oh, I just had a realization. Oh, I bet I understand. I think we are seeing chunks of the Golden Path. Maybe that's what that is, because we've seen, like, that shows up. That happens somewhat frequently in this manual, which means you'd have to find you probably have to find all the pages in order to figure out what the secret path is. Where was this other one? Like here. Like in this grid down here. There's just random yellow lines all throughout this manual. I wonder if we're assembling those into the Golden Path. I wonder if that's what's going on here. So the words inside of there, inside of where that little the golden rectangle is, that's the same 3 that we keep seeing associated with the teleporters. I'm still not sure what that word is supposed to be, right? Because that first symbol, I'm pretty sure is the word the. I have it. Do I have it in here? Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the word the. So it's the something something. But I don't know what that is, right? I also have no idea what this this other side is. That's gonna be related to the keys. But in what way, right? So the teleporters, right? It's not, I've been thinking of them as teleporters because functionally that's what they are for us in the game sense. But there's other things there other than just the teleporters, right? That's like the prison. That's where the air was locked up initially. So maybe it's the something something and doesn't have to do with the teleporters, but is the name of this place. Is this where I'm going? Yeah, here we go. What else could this place be called? Like, what would the game be calling this place? The something something. And then there's this whole other line of text underneath it. Nope, that's not. I meant to dash. I was trying to dash. But then if we look at, like, I'm sure I have, oh, come on. Just keep the screenshots open. We took a bunch of screenshots last time. Specifically so that we can look at them together, right? I think I took a screenshot of in here. Oh, and then so I think I found the word house. It's kind of the major one that I figured out on my own. This. So the something something. I don't know, so I guess let's see if I have any of these letters figured out yet. So this outside, so we got caret on the top and the bottom. So I have that is R, like A-R-E. And then the inside is that and that, which is S again. The sa. Right? Oh no, it's not S. It is slightly different. It is very slightly different. Because missing the vertical part on top. here. No. A lot of them are very similar, as it turns out. It's this one, which I have no other words associated with. So that's fun. So what about this last one? So for the outside lines, I'm trying to think of a way to talk about this with just so you can follow my thoughts here, right? So the outside symbols I'm thinking of as 5 positions, right? So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because number 6 is never there. So I'm going to say this symbol is 1, 2, 3, 5. Right? That's going to be how I'm verbalizing it. So I want to find 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. And that is associated with north and sword and orb. But that's the outside, so the inside is first. So then we have the Y on top, and the caret on bottom. So that's this. Nope, it's not that one, because the line doesn't go all the way up. There's a version of that where this middle line continues all the way up. So it's this one? No. Almost. Nope. Finding this, so this symbol on top without the vertical line is kind of uncommon. Okay, so there's that. And then that. Okay. This word I have no words associated with that. So it's the, something, and or something. Right? So that's not helpful. So then this is going to be the again. And then this, I'm starting to recognize this as the S. Yeah, that's S. And then here we have this angle, which I have in the word potion. I don't know which sound in potion. There's like 5 words here. And then S again. And then there's this consonant, so just number 2. Which I also don't have associated with any words. This game hurts my brain. I agree. So this is, there's an S at the beginning, an S at the end, and I don't know what else. This is, so vertical line plus caret on bottom is D, right? Sword, found, legend. Right? Or no, that one doesn't have the line going all the way down. Some of it, they're so dang similar. They are so dang similar. Here. It's also part of the. So that's going to be... It's going to be duh. So this first is duh. Like D, or no. Other way around. It'd be a TH. Because this other symbol is the vowel sound. So it's TH. Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I have guessed that it's an. So it'd be that. And then this is, oh, is this our T? That's our T. That says that. That says that. We got one. Okay. This is gonna be Sudoku, right? It's gonna be very painful to get to get started. But once we start finding words like that, then it's gonna start working. So I'm gonna put this in here as that. And then the vowel sound, that. And then the T sound at the end, which is where'd that go? Making sure I'm actually thinking of this right? This one. Yeah. Okay. So now we have a TH sound and just a T sound. So that's nice. I'm tempted to also write down, like when we find a common word like that, I'm going to start a new page here that is specifically for common words that we're pretty confident about knowing the symbols for. So this is like this. Like that. That. Okay. I like that. I like that. So the something, that, something, 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 something. Geez, these are all separate words. Okay. This word. Here we have chicken leg on top. I should find so there's like right facing chicken leg and left facing chicken leg, right? This is a left facing chicken leg on top. And then a right facing chicken leg on bottom, which is a word or a letter that I do not have anything for. So that's cool. Then we have the carrot on the bottom, which we have in move and secret. So that's not very conclusive, is it? Yeah, don't know what that word is. The longer words might be easier. Honestly, longer words might be easier. We can figure out from context what it would be. So here we have carrot on bottom and tick on top, which we've seen, right? That is N. That's N. And then 2, 3, right? 2, 3, I have in the word magic, maybe, but I'm not confident about the word magic. I'm getting magic and orb from the place in the manual where it talks about the magic orb. And it says magic orb, and then it says these two symbols, but those symbols don't line up with a lot of other things that I've put in here. So I'm not confident about it. I'm not confident that it says magic orb. But that's what that is. So it begins with an N, then has a vowel, and then the Y symbol, which is T. So I bet it says not. That might be not. What else would start with an N and end with a T and have one vowel sound in the middle? Nat. Nut. I guess it could be nut. I'm gonna guess not, though. I'm gonna guess not. N then T, yeah. N, then vowel, then T. I'm gonna guess that it says not, but I'm gonna hedge my bet on it. Alright, and then like that. And then our Y symbol. I'm gonna be better at drawing them now because I understand how they work. I understand better how they work now. Not nut net. It could be net. It could be all the things. Okay, and then this, and then this. It says vertical line, and then the 1. So then we have... Right, vertical line, and then 1 this way. So I guess this is right-facing chicken leg on bottom. So that is... There's every combination of these things. Here we go. This is H. It's in here and house. So that's a H. And then we have 2, 3, 5. Which is 2, 3, 5, which I do not have any words for. Great. So it's... And like it's saying that, and like huh is a vowel, or no, these are the consonants. Okay. So what word could have a huh and then a consonant and nothing else? Like hat, hot, hoot. But there's no T at the end. It's just ha, or ho, or who. Could be who. That could be who. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. Right? There's no... What other... Hi could be hi. Hi, ho, who. He? Could be he. Okay, so I guess there's a couple possibilities there. I doubt it's he. Okay, and then this symbol. This looks awfully familiar. Is this our 2, right? No, it's gonna be different. Okay. So inside is same thing. It's going to be the tick on top, caret on bottom, which is N. Starting to recognize that one. And then 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, which is orb. So nor. That says nor. That says nor? Does that seem right? We have, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. That's the or sound. And the inside is caret here, and then the tick, which is N. So that says nor. All right, that's not the word I was expecting, but that explains why it's short. That explains why it's short. Nor. So does that mean, so something else is going to say neither, right? Does that mean this says neither? Neither blank nor blank. The blank The blank that blank nor blank. Neither nor. Well, it wouldn't, or no, this is nor. Neither blank nor blank. I bet you that's what it says. Oh, hi. Where do I... Oh, come on. It's not letting me... Or no, there it is. Delete. There you go. Been a while since I've had to do that. Okay, so then I want to look at this word again. I bet you this says neither, except it doesn't have... Like, this is the T sound, right? But that's like a T sound, not a TH sound. That's going to be the trick. They're definitely phonemes and not letters. Yeah, so that's a T at the end. Or is that the one that I said was not? That's the one that it says not. Not blank nor blank. Okay, I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. And then... So I guess that leads more credence to this being not, right? I think that tracks. And then here we have vertical line and caret on bottom, which is... That's the TH. That's a TH, and then 3-5 is... Nothing. I don't know that one. Okay. Well, that gave us 2 words, I guess. I guess that gave us 3 words. Yeah. I'm gonna say that I'm confident in the word not. I'm gonna make sure it appears in the rest of my notes, right? So we have, like, the T sound is fine. It was the O sound, right? 2, 3. Yeah. So I think the word orb lines up with things, but the word magic does not. And I only have it in here. It was only like... There's a couple symbols. I'm going to say that that's not the word magic. I also have orb here along with sword and found and legend. So I don't know... Like a bu and a duh are similar, right? But they're not the same thing. They're not the same thing. And then the N sound, right? I have the N sound. I have the T sound. Okay, that all makes sense. I think that makes sense. So that didn't help me. That did not help me understand what those words mean. Right? We looked at all this. We couldn't... Yeah, I think we find a different one. Oh, come on. So I think if we could find long words, right? What does that mean? Long words might be the way to go. It ends in S, right? Or no, that's the other one. That's the backwards one. I wonder if that's Z, like Z. But like, and that's the same for both of these, right? It was the same word. Okay, so here's my theory. Here's my grand theory of Tunic decoding right this moment. There are more short words than long words, just in language, right? So if finding like a two-syllable word is going to be hard because there's a bunch of two-syllable words, but finding a word like this that has 15 syllables in it, if we know half of them, there's only going to be like one or two words that fulfill that, right? That's my theory, and then that would fill in all the other ones. So let's try this. I have no idea what this says. It does not, I don't think it relates to this actual thing. It's like we found a secret, right? So our inside here is vertical line on top, and then this on the bottom, which is not, I don't have that one. Great start. So 2, 3 here is our O sound from not, which we just found. Or no, this has chicken leg on top. Okay. Chicken leg. So that is in the word secret. So the first is so. Or saw. Right? Or what am I? Oh, it was in secret, but that's not the S. See, that's the trick. Which symbol in secret was this? Can I? Oh, I can see it here. That is this one. So that's E. That's. We think that's the C. I think that's K. Appears to be a Pringles man. Yes. I don't know what that relates to, but so I think this is a K, and then an Ah. I'm gonna say K-A-H. That's my guess for the first sound. Right? That's the N. Or it's the ah, and it's the ah and not, and then this is the K in secret. Yeah. And then this is carrot and tick, which is the N sound. Does it say congratulations? This might say congratulations, because that's just N. That's just an N sound. Right? Am I missing something here? Right? That's that, and then this is just that's just the inside. So ka, n, ka. Yeah, con. It says con. So then here we have vertical line and the tick, and then this. Oh, geez. That. Have I seen that? Hold on. Hold on. I have not seen the inside symbol go like this. Right? That doesn't appear anywhere. I have, like, it can go this way, but then there wouldn't be, like, it can go both go up, both go down, or have one and then not the other. But I've never seen that. That one's not here. Right? And then it would be this? Do I have that anywhere? What on earth? Is our alphabet incomplete? Well, I definitely don't know of a G sound, so if it is congratulations, then it would be a symbol that we don't know anyway. But that's like, that's weird. Well, the outside symbol is just the vertical line. Or no, this is the middle symbol. Aha, okay, yeah, I am looking at it wrong. I am looking at it wrong. So this is the vertical middle line, and then one here, and then one here. That is a symbol. That is a thing. That's this one. I don't have any words for it, but it is a thing. I'm gonna guess that that's gonna be a G. And then we have no outside, right? It's just this and this and this. So yeah, there's no outside there. So then yeah. This is the leading line of the second symbol. So it's 1, 2, 3 for the outside, which is which tracks? Okay. I think we got this. And then the inside here, right? This is the outside. So the inside is chicken leg on top and then vertical on bottom, which is in is that what we were saying was ka? That's the same, or no? No, it is different. Chicken leg on top, vertical on bottom is around here somewhere. Here. So I have that in dodge, run, and secret. So it's this one, right? Chicken leg on top, vertical on bottom. So that's C, cr, re. Yeah, that's ruh. That's ruh. So dodge is wrong. I think dodge is wrong. That's fine though. Yeah, I think this says congratulations. So we got this. That's the ah sound. And then our next inside is, here's our vertical, and then that way. Yeah. It's just that. And then that symbol is unknown to me. Mm-hmm. And the outside is 3 and 4. Which is that one, which I also don't know. And then this one is going to be just a vertical line, which I have in legend and a dodge, so that might be duh. Congratulations. Or you might even just say congrats? Is this just congrats? Just this line is unknown. And then we have this symbol on the inside, which is going to be that one, which I also don't know. Then outside is 1 and 2, which is R. Or like the vowel sound in R, so ah. Yeah, ah. My goodness. And this we've seen, that's N. And then that's S. Kun, G, at, chu, le, chuns. I bet you that. I bet you. I think that's what that says. I think that says congratulations. I'm gonna lock that in. I don't know what else it would be, right? We found a secret thing and it says this. What else would it be trying to tell us, right? And then there. Geez, this is so much better on graph paper. Having a grid really helps for this. Right, and then this is the inside, so it goes like that. Jeez, yeah, that's wild. That is so wild. These symbols. It's so long. Like that. And then we have that, and then like that. And this whole deal. And then you go from here to here, and to there. Oop. It just keeps going. Okay. Congratulations. Goodness gracious. Okay. So do I assume backwards? Do I put that word in for all these letters? Of which there are many. That is wild. That is wild. Okay. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I think we're getting through it. I think we're gonna get it. Okay, I have returned. You know you're playing a good video game when your controller disconnects because you haven't touched it in so long. I am actively playing this video game, I swear. Okay, so. This is our Rosetta Stone. Here's our Rosetta Stone right here. So I'm pretty confident in that "k" sound, right? So that's that first sound. It's this one, right? Yeah, secret. So I'm gonna say, so that's the C in secret. And now I need to write these clearer. Kind of been like just lightly putting these in, but now I want to start like committing to things. So secret, the C, congratulations, the C. So it's that is the "k" sound. And then that outside symbol we're getting, that's just the "ah" and "not." Yeah. Right? Congratulations. Yeah. Okay. And then that's the N. We know we're confident on the N. Yeah, I'm just gonna say north, run, one, and found legend. Okay. So then this is gonna be a "g", right? G. Right? How is this gonna break down? That's really the trick. So we have, or no, I'm doing it again. We have just the inside. So this is gonna be the "g", and then the next one's gonna be a raw, like an and an "ah". That's what's gonna happen here. Respect the hustle. There is, you can't keep me from this. I'm excited to figure this out. This may have been on my brain for a little bit. Right? Yeah. So this is a word that we don't have anywhere, or a letter we don't have anywhere else. I'm gonna put in congratulations. Underline the G. And then the next inside is this one, right? So vertical and chicken leg, which is this one, which I've only seen appear in potion. But that could be, but potion could be wrong. Right? I don't have a ra. No, I have run. Or no. Well. No, that's the vowel sound of that. Hmm. Uh, um. I mean, they're slowly filling in. Um. This one, I'm confident about that one. This is the D sound, right? And then I'm trying to underline the ones that I'm confident about. Okay. My brain. Hello, Orion. How's it going? You need an overhead cam for your notes. I know, right? Is this is this a crafting table deal? I do feel bad about that. I feel like everything that's happening right now is happening off screen. I didn't even think of that. But I do also need to look at the computer while we do this. Okay, so we have I think the G doing okay. That's good. Hope you're getting a relaxing weekend at least. Slept all day. Great. Perfect. Sounds like a good day to me. Yeah, I think that's going to be the G. And then this vertical line with that line is... I swear I just had it. Yeah, it's just in potion. I think potion's gonna be wrong. I'm gonna leave it there. And then the outside here was that, so that's a. Right? Or congratulations. It's not. It's not. It's not quite making sense. Right? So this symbol. Or no, there's the vertical there. Okay. That's what I'm missing. It's... Yeah, that is a. That is a. Okay. That makes sense. And then the next one... Congra. So then, and then this, that's our T, right? Is it actually... No. That's gonna be J. That's gonna be J. Great day, great day. Almost done with art fight character sheet. Excellent. You should post that stuff in my Discord when it's done. I'm very interested to see what's going on there. So right, it's gonna be the vertical and then the one side, which is somewhere that's here. Yeah, that one's not, that one we haven't noted before. I say congratulations, but it's the the J in congratulations. So it's a T in the word congratulations, but it's not a T sound. And then this outside is 3 and 4, which means this one, right? It's another one that we don't have. So if it's you, I don't have enough space in my notes to write congratulations 17 times. That's the in congratulations. It's a U in congratulations. And then this is gonna be our la, right? Yeah, that's, or no. Yeah, it shows up in legend. Congratulations is the la. And then just this. So that's A. Congratulations. That's really the, so this is this was my hardship in linguistics. The difference between all the vowel sounds. It's not stick in my head. There's an A, there's an ah, there's an ah. And those are all different. Those are just different letters. Can you draw the Pringles man? He's been staring into my soul for some time now. Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry to disturb you with the Pringles man. When we got into the achievement, we got an achievement for finding him, and it called him Mr. Mayor. For whatever that's worth. I shouldn't look at all the, yeah, Mr. Mayor. Important work, yes, definitely important. So this is the A and congratulations. Okay. And then we're gonna have our tuh sound, right? So we have, right, pointing in where, or no, that is different. Congratulations. Because not a tuh, it's a sh. Those feet coming out of his head, or is he like at the end of a pole? I think those are feet. I think it's like a head body and then 2 feet popping out. So it's gonna be the sh. So then this is gonna be the right? The carrot on top. Yeah, that's definitely because that's in run and the and one. Yeah, that's okay, and then this we've seen, that's N. Congratulations. And then that's S. Perfect. Yeah. And then I'm pretty confident about S here. Okay. So, letters that I'm confident about. We have that. How would I spell that? Ah. And then ah. It's a not and congratulations. And then as in west. And then U as in congratulations. And then E as in secret. We have we have a good chunk of the vowels, maybe half of the vowels. And then oo as in you and move. So oo. We have or. So how do you, yeah, I don't know if the or is technically with it. Or, how do you say that vowel without the R? I'm just gonna call it or. We'll correct things at some point, I'm sure. And then the a in congratulations. Congratulations. But that's different from that. That, congratulations. A and a, okay. Jeez, yeah, this is me in college. This is actual homework. I have had this actual homework before. Say this is like an AH. Okay. And then we have south and found and house. So ow. And those are the vowels I'm confident in. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got about half the vowels, which is not bad. And then we have N. We have R. We have T. We have D. We have K. We have G. And this one was only in Legend. So that's this. So L. So why? So but that word that's not in Legend. So I guess those are different. So this is more like J. And then this one's Ga. Right? Because this is the La. This is the E. And this is the J. Or the Ga. Legend. Legend. Congrat. Okay, I got it backwards. That's what's going on, I think. Right, because it's vertical on top and then that. Yeah. That's a J. Legend. That's what's going on. Okay. And now page 2. Congratulations. That's distinct from the t in two. Congratulations. But that's different from the j in legend. Oh my god. And of course the symbols are just upside down versions of each other, so they're gonna be very close. Time for Dark Lurk. Okay. Howdy go. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. And before raids out in 15 minutes. That's fair. We're doing homework. This is just straight up homework. So there's legend. Congratulations. Congratulations. That one's a little weird. That one's a little weird. I'm not very confident about that one. But then the TH sound, I am. The S sound, yes. The sh sound, yes. The H sound, yes. And then I have dodge, run, and secret. Which one was this? That is this one. Secret. So this is R. It even kind of looks like an R. And then the Y sounding U, which just looks like a Y. I was kind of wondering if that would happen. And then W. And then L. And then the weird circle that does not seem to correlate to anything. Okay, so that's probably like half of the consonants as well. We got a good half of the alphabet here. I think we could maybe figure out some words with that. So, finding long word was very fruitful. I'm thinking maybe let's find another long word. Can I here? Let's do maybe a second long word and see where that gets us. You can do it. Here we go. Because these are all going to be the same. That says congratulations. Oh, and then I need to click back and not close it. That's the same thing. I wonder what that is. I don't have that one. So this is the, right? Something, something, the hero's laurels. So let's try this. Finding sentences is also probably a good thing, right? Because we can kind of glean contextual information. So our inside here is Y, so that's T. And then we have this bottom here, which is, I think, So that's T. And then this is S. Tus. Tus. Okay. And see, I'm assuming that the circle on bottom is like modifying one of the sounds, but I don't know if it's supposed to be modifying the vowel or the consonant. Or no, is different. This is like full. O. To, tool. So, and then tus. What? I'm not confident in this symbol. So about this word, we have this familiar sign is ka. And then this one is around here somewhere. Is that ah? Yeah, ka. Yeah, it literally starts like congratulations. So ka, or ka, I guess. And then that is L. And that is duh. Called? It's called the Hero's Laurels. Where you have... I think that says called. Could that be... Am I missing something here? It's definitely a tuh. Okay, well, what about this first? What about your first thing? The cathedral. This one looks familiar. It's almost nor, or that's... It's almost nor. Not quite. Okay. I'm gonna try this. So this is and that is... At some point, I'm just gonna like have all the symbols in my head, and I'm just gonna be able to actually read this language. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Where the heck is that one? It goes the other way. Right? Because that's an inside symbol, that's an inside symbol. Or no, that is the outside. That's the leading edge of the outside symbol. Duh. So then the inside is this chicken leg, and then this. So then that's ka. And then this line and this line is the outside. So then that's the one that I haven't figured out yet. So what did I what did I say? I need to like write these down as I figure them out. I can't just have them all in my head. So sa, and then ka. So ska, and then a vowel sound. Right, that's this vertical line, and then this line, and then there's no outside for this one, so it's just the backwards S. I'm gonna guess, just contextually, that that's a Z. That's the end of the word. Skuz, skaz, skoos. Cereal. Mmm. Is that, or no, yeah, so then, yeah, so that is ka. And then some vowel, and then a consonant that we don't have yet. Okay, so that's not helpful. The cathedral something. And then this right here is, I don't know that one either. Wow. Somehow they managed to use words that are composed entirely of the symbols that we don't know. So this is awfully similar to words we've seen. This is that, which is N. And then 1, 2, 3. What is ah? Na. Because it can't be an, right? Because of the order that they go in. New. Yep, an incredible treasure. So then why? Could the circle flip them around? That would be so dumb. That would be so dumb. I would actually hate that. What else would make sense here? An incredible treasure. It's called the Hero's Laurels. Okay. I think that's what's going on there, but I have zero confidence in it. What if let's look at this. Let's decode this. There's some big words in here. Can I zoom in? May I zoom in, please? Not really. Okay. What the heck is this word? It has similar middle structure as congratulations, but not the same. So. Let's just learn words. Let's just turn this into an educational stream. So we're starting with an S. Right, and then we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, which is a. Sa. Or no. Inside. That's the outside, so I would need this inside first, right? So that's the t. So sta. Staff? Could be staff. I don't think I know F yet. But that's that. And then the next inside is just this vertical and that line, which is U, like ya. It's so hard. Oh, it's so hard. Wrapping your mind around this. Or no, it doesn't go all the way up. That's not yeah. It's cha. Congratulations. Congratulations. Chu, like it's CH. Statue. Hmm. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is oo. And then Z. I think that's Z. I think this says statues. I think that says statues. Okay, so then what is this saying about statues? And of course, like, the fact that we're not actually, like, technically in-game means you don't get any music. No, I guess it says it's going. It's gotta be pretty mellow, though. I barely hear it. Okay. Let's see if we can get this line. So we're starting with this, which is not S. That is R. No. It is one we haven't seen yet. Perfect. Hooray. Straight up have nothing for that. And then just number 1 is also one we haven't seen. That's so good. It's so good. Just instantly have no idea. But this is N. This is the second insight is N. And then there's only one vowel in here as well. So then this is duh. Sand, send. Found. Ends with ND. One vowel, ends with ND. That's all I know about that word. And then this is S. And then which one was that? S. Oh, I don't know that one. It could be move. It could be M. It isn't in move, but it's also in secret. Am I sure about that? Just the bottom caret. What was I saying? It's not here. What was I saying this was? Oh, I might have... What did I confuse this for? I think that's M. So, some. Send some. Something something statues. Yeah, I think that says some. then we have this. We have a chicken leg on top, which is that R? That is R. Yup, and then 3, 5. We do not know. Ra, re, ra. It's just R and then a vowel. And then this word. My goodness. We've seen that. That is G. Right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You trying to translate the language? Yes. Yes, I am. We're getting very close. I have about half the letters figured out. So now at this point, we're like trying to read it, right? I have a good chunk of the letters, trying to actually glean information from the manual at this point, and learn the rest of the letters. Also, no spoilers, if you know this game, but most people have been very good about that. And then this outside one is in Dodge, so I think that's gonna be like Odge. So there's Dodge, there's that, and there's not. Those are different letters. Or what if that was note? Oh, that could have been, no, congratulations. That, Dodge. I'm going to say that says G-O. Like go, gold. This might be gold. Because that's an L. Is my favorite game besides Hollow Knight. Where are you at in the game? Hollow Knight is also an excellent, you just immediately have good taste. I don't know, we got all the fairies. Last stream we got all of the fairies, thus we can see this page, right? I know that there's 2 endings, so at this point I'm just trying to get, I want ending B, is what I want. I know that there's an ending A and an ending B. My understanding is that ending A is going to be defeat the lady with the sword, thus repeating the cycle, right? But then ending B is going to be breaking the cycle. So I want ending B. So that's where I'm at. We're inching closer. And then this, the upside down Y is somewhere. There, duh. Gold. It totally says gold. But then down here, this is I'm less confident about that sound. And then this is N. Golden statues. That's what it says. Something. Find some more golden statues. Maybe? Oh, hi. Hello, Napzor. Good luck. This game is home to my favorite puzzle in all of gaming history. Oh, that's fair. This got some good ones. Hello, welcome in, everyone. It's time for homework. Pop quiz, everyone. What does this say? How's it going, Napster? What were you up to? Were you dwarfing? Let me give you a shout out. What were you into today? Dwarf Fortress. Okay. Or no, that's your next stream. Shadows of Doubt. Oh, interesting. Detectiving, absolutely no crimes committed by me. Excellent. I don't know Shadows of Doubt. Tell me about Shadows of Doubt. Today's kind of going to be about me looking at my notes. We're kind of getting close to the end, I think, of this game. But we're at the point where I just need to like learn the language, you know? Okay, but I'm pretty confident. This says golden and this is statues. And this probably says find. Find some. And then what did I? And then this is. Huh? Ka. No, that's different. Oh, good lord. My brain is a blender. That's ruh. Rare? Find some rare golden statues? I don't know what this vowel sound is. It's ruh something. Okay, well I'm gonna take note of golden and statues. Golden is very important, actually. Actually, does that line up with? Does that line up with the last time I thought I saw golden? The golden path? No, that's different. That's way too short to be the golden path. Most of the things on this page are wrong. It probably just says path, honestly. Okay. I'm going to say that golden path, we know. So it's a voxel-built world with procedurally generated crime cases and other jobs and also cities, and therefore super janky. Excellent. Very ambitious idea and getting polished over time. They recently had an update, so I jumped back into it. Okay, is this like an early access deal? Sounds like an early access deal. So mostly you're sneaking around, scanning stuff, and drawing connections between clues on your virtual board. You know, I'm gonna make note of this. That sounds kind of neat. Is it how playable would you say it is at this point? If it's not if they've been slowly doing it. Shadows of Doubt. It's cheap. My favorite. Mostly positive. It's even on sale right now. This is, who did this? Fireshine Games? Coal Powered Games? I don't know this group. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay, that's an interesting voxel style. Voxel faces? That's weird. It's kind of weird looking. Let me get back over here. It was early access, but released over half a year ago, but it's indie and stuff, so janky, that's fair. Very playable, but sometimes you just have to yeet a case into the ocean because the game gives you impossible clues. Got it. Got it. I mean, that's fair. We love our jank around here, right? I think that has a time and place. Okay, so I'm gonna make note of some of these words here. And then that goes down. Yep. And then oh, it's so weird. It's such a weird script. Now that I understand, it is much better. Golden. Jeez. Right, and then, oh my goodness. It's just a bunch of lines. It's just a bunch of lines. They did a really good job making it look like nonsense. The amount of obfuscation that they got out of this is honestly impressive. They really should weigh that info about a person you get and not fully randomize it. Gotta have something. Yeah. It should at least do a check that it's like sane, right? It should do a sanity check before it gives it to you. I agree with that. Okay. And then there's gold text. We probably care about all the gold text, right? Oh, and then here, this is the golden path. I bet you. Or no. It's gonna be... like, that is the same. That is totally the same. So what is this word? This says... right? And then 1, 2, 3, we have... ah. And then we have this inside. Which is like, or no, it'd be like, it's, oh, what else was it in? It'd be like L or F. What? What? Maybe you missed the example above, but I'm throwing a wall of text. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes. Like a side job today wanted me to find a target and then break in and steal a secret envelope. And the lead I got was a person, blue eyes, average height, likes music. Oh, God. That narrows it down to the suspects, right? Yep. I don't know. That sounds fun. That sounds like my style. That sounds like my kind of game, honestly. The fact that it's procedural is quite ambitious. So the fact that it like breaks a little bit is can't be that surprising, right? Okay, so this letter, right? The only other time I've seen this letter was from, oh goodness. Goodness. Back. The word full is where I got that from. So I think I need to turn back on my controller. Been looking at my screenshots for so long, my controller disconnected. That tells you where we're at. I was thinking it was the word full from like... what was I looking at? So I was thinking there was like an empty and a full. But maybe that's, I mean, I'm not even confident about that, right? That was a guess to start with. This one. But even then, that symbol is not in there, so, you know. Right? Yeah, so that's definitely not where I got that. It's probably not what it is. I'm gonna be not confident in that one. Okay. Well, we got some. We got some for sure. Let's go back. Let's go back to here. I still don't like this. There's probably important stuff on here. Because of course. Let's see if we can read the second bullet point here, number 2. I'm gonna. The fact that I don't have access to a mouse cursor in game drives me nuts. Because I want to like talk about it with you all as I'm going through it, right? But otherwise, it's just me staring and talking. The murder cases are mostly good, though. Side jobs can be a bit weird. That's fair. As long as like the important things are functional, that's always nice. Okay, so we're starting with a tuh. I'm slowly figuring this out, I think. The symbols are starting to look familiar. Okay, so we're starting with a tuh. And then... Yeah, okay, and then this is our middle. The second symbol, which is that a ruh? That's a ruh. And then we have 1 and 2, which is truh. And then, goodness gracious. And then this is the outside. So then our inside is that. So chicken leg on top. And tick on the bottom. That's ka. Truck. Gotta go to bed. Oh yeah, don't. Sorry, I am way deep into this. If you can't tell, go do your post stream stuff. Absolutely. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for coming in. It's nice to see you around. I am gonna be sucked into this forever. I'm just here now. This is where I live. I'll see you around. Okay. So then, if that's the ka, right? Right? And then we have 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5, which I just straight up don't have. Straight up don't have that one. So there's a missing vowel sound there. And then this, which is S. Truckies, truckos, truck. Is that right? Yeah, that is that. It ends with S, and then the. And then this, which is another G. right? This starts with a G. And then and this is the next inside. So that's going to be just a line. That's just a vertical line. Oh, it is so hard to read. I've said this before, but like first grade teachers in this world must be insane. There's no way you could teach. There's no way you could have a child write something in this language and hand it into a teacher and have it be legible at all. At all. There's no chance. So that'd be gla, right? This is G, this is L, and this is R. Glare? Like gla. GL something. And then this is 2, right? We've seen this with this one we see all the time. That's a T. And then an U. That's 2. I should write that one down here on this cheat sheet because we do see that one all the time. Okay. That's a pretty solid one. And then here we have, again, left chicken on top. And just the tick on the bottom, which is oo. Or no, these are consonants. M. But I thought I had M. Oh, it could be V. Could be V. Definitely haven't seen V yet. And then the outside is that, so that could be V. And then that's the same, or no, slightly different, very slightly different. Because the line goes all the way down. And then, yeah. That's a Z? And then this is the same, is the, oh my god. I have that as full, which I'm not confident in at all. Oh, this line makes no sense. This line makes no sense. I have not gleaned any info from this yet. This word's a mystery to me. And then 12. I'm going to assume that is referring to like page 12, so we should go check page 12 after this. But then moving right along, so this starts with an S. That one I know. And then that's a T. And then this is that, right? So that's R. And then this is A, stray. Right, and then our next is this symbol. So, and that's N, strain. And then there's no vowel with that one. And then this one is J, strange. That says strange. "12 strange somethings." I think I'm confident in that. That says strange. As if anything could be considered strange in a game like this. Right, and then like that, and like that. Strange. Okay, and then this last word, we have just our, or no, we have that, or no, that's the outside. So it's just these two lines. Right? I don't know that letter. We haven't seen that letter before. Then 2, 3, 4, 5 is 2, 3, 4, 5. That's E. So something E. And then that symbol, which we also haven't seen. And then our bottom line here and our circle, which I have no idea. No idea. But then just the bottom two. I really need to like be confident in this symbol. I'm not super confident about what this is. Even though we see it all the time. That's going to be a vowel. And then it ends with a Z. Strange. See, yeah, I'm missing too much of that word. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. 12 strange somethings. Yep. 12 strange somethings. I'm basically looking at a Wheel of Fortune puzzle here. Okay. Do I change tactics? Do I change tactics? Do we? I mean, we are getting there. We are getting there. Really, what we should be looking at? Let's go. Okay, did I take pictures? I don't have pictures of like the whole manual. I should take screenshots of the whole manual. As silly as that is. But mostly I want to go to the part where we're talking about the ending. Because that's functionally what I want to know. functionally, I want to know what these pages say. And then final treasure, I want to know what that is talking about. And then I want to know what this is talking about. And that's the end of it. Yeah, it's got to be this whole section here. This is what we want to know. Maybe let's start here. We know some of these words. I need like I need just a scratch pad. Okay. More pages for me. So this starts with the. Starting strong. And of course I can't use my mouse because reasons. Here we go. So our inside here, we have, that's G, right? Jeez, I wish my desk were bigger. The G, and then this is O. Or like dodge. The Ga. L. No, that's golden. Does that say golden? Yes, the golden. Okay, got it. Glad I wrote that down. And this is going to say path, right? The golden path. I think that makes sense. I don't think we've seen pa yet. I've not written down pa. So then this... But I had it in congratulations. I have that as... Maybe that's what's wrong. Because I also have it in potion. I have that as the R sound in congratulations. Is it actually ka n ga ra? Oh, my brain. Oh, my brain. It's too much. It's too much. I'm looking at... Yeah, I guess it's not here. So looking at this? I have R somewhere else, don't I? I have R down twice. I do, yeah. Oh, I see. It's whether the line goes all the way up. That's what's confusing me. I bet you, without it, it's a P. Because then it's gonna say path. It's a good thing I'm using pencil. That's P. And then that's A, right? That is A. And then that's our TH. Yeah, that totally says path. The golden path. Perfect. Which means this is definitely pa. Oh, I'm getting all backwards now. Pa. Okay. That's one more letter we can be confident about, and then I'm going to write down path here, next to golden. And then the, of course, can live up here. Okay. The golden path. Now this says the g ra the great look at side table. So that's ga, right? I need to keep my pages in the same order so that I can actually read them. That is ga. And then this is ra. Pretty sure. And then this is, that's T. That's ta. But there's no, where's our vowels? Or here's our vowel. A. Gray. Congratulations. Gray. Great. Greatest. I think this is greatest. Because this vowel is A, as in congratulations. R, and then this is a T, and then this bottom one is the one that I've been having trouble with. Or great. Or est. So is this eh? Because it's not like west. West would have the line. Could be close though. Well, this is definitely a T. And then we have and then that's an S. That's an S. And then a T. So T-E-S-T. Yeah, I think this is greatest. And then this is another S, right? It's a good thing S is a very common letter. So S, and then that is P. And then this is eh. Spell, the greatest spell. The golden path is the greatest spell. Okay. I think that tracks with what I kind of assumed. I assumed that the golden path is just a really long series of directions, right? Which we know, which is a spell, right? Because the other one was the finding spell. I think that tracks. So that means I can backfill these letters that we don't know, right? So then this, I guess that's even this, or no, that's different. This is G, R, E. Great test. So it's eh. And then I think the rest of these made sense, or... Right? Because I have this vowel. Yeah, that's... Or I have... Yeah. Greatest and west. They're very close to each other, both visually and phonetically. Legend. Greatest. Okay, well, they're close to each other. They mean they sound very close. I'm okay with just saying that they're very close. And then that was everything that we didn't know here, right? Yeah, okay. The greatest spell. Okay. Easy. So now I want like the rest of this page, right? Nope. I'm gonna screenshot here and screenshot here. I doubt I'm gonna be able to read the whole thing, but final treasure. Let's try this. Let's try this. Final treasure. So is this going to be talking about... Because we could do this as well. Is the final treasure like the page that we found? So this is T... Te... Te. Still don't know what the circle means. And then this is Z. Tza. Or te ze. Which makes no sense. We'll just write those sounds down, pretend they make sense. And then this, I don't think we've seen this word before. Not quite. It starts with an S. And then this, which is eh again, but the different one. And then that symbol is duh, said. This says said. And then they. That says they. And okay, and then we have that. What was that? Do I even have that one? That's no, that's not G. That is where even is that one? Oh, is that H? That's H. And then 1, 2, 3. Is around here somewhere. Right, just 1, 2, 3. That's or yeah, they ha, and then V. Yeah, they have. They have a. Have a. Yeah. I think this says have. So I think that is I think this is the V. Because that showed up in what I'm thinking is the word move. I think that works. So said they have a something something said they have a final treasure. I don't know what this is referring to. This is a group or an entity or a person, something something. Said they have a final treasure. And then this looks vaguely familiar again, but probably not going to be exactly what we've seen anywhere because that's how that works. But that's an N. Starts with an N. And then 1, 2, 3 is one we were just looking at. So not nod. Nod? Okay. That does not clear anything up. This one is one that or that's what. Oh, it's a good thing you can't see my notes. My notes are a mess, by the way. You would not be able to glean anything from my notes. And this is, okay, so then on the inside is wa. On the outside is eh. Well. That says well. That says well. I bet you that shows up in a lot of places. No, not like that. Okay, that's a word. Final treasure. Nod well. Whatever that means. And then this whole thing. Don't think I have that one written down. That's an N. And then an O. Like, yeah. Nah. Oh my god, my eyes are just glazing over. Because that's the same. as this, though not quite the same, actually. This is new. And then, and just the vertical line. Null, newel. Uh, what's that one? Newly? Maybe. Right, because this is N, and then all the way around is Odge, like the and Dodge. So nah. But then what was this one? I think I have mistakes here. Some of these, I mean, it's the vowels. Vowels suck. I knew this already. Especially with the lines just being in there and I have no idea what they're doing. Like little circles. What those circles doing? Right, and then that's just a line, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 is 2, 3, 4, 5 is E as in east. Yeah. Newly, noli. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And then that's going to be in a P. There's a P. Or no. There's a G. Yes, that's a G. And then just the bottom is an E. And then chicken leg on top. With a tick on the bottom is a V. Gave. It says gave. That says gave. And then this word again. And then this, I've seen this in the booklet elsewhere. Like where the library is. Like in the archipelago. That symbol shows up in the middle of the archipelago. So this is... Right, it's still T. Te. Like te. Or T. Great test. Te. I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird one. And then this one is a P. And then P. It just says P. Like some of these don't seem like words. Maybe what's going on here. I know this is boring to watch. But I'm still having fun. I think we're still very close. I'm wondering if what's happening here is that some of these are like, the line denotes a word. That's pretty clear, right? But some of them are like how when writing in one language will try to write a word in a different language? and they'll like spell it out differently. Like I'm wondering if like somehow adjacent words come together to mean a proper noun of some kind. Because like these are just two sounds. This is just te and ze. This is just te and pu. Or pa. I expect those words to like come together somehow. But then like also the all of the words that I'm not understanding have the circle. All of the words I'm not understanding have the circle. That is starting to become clear. Let's try this. So this is... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is W... And then... When. That says when. That says when. I'll write that one down. That one's pretty clear. When. Hooray. And then that is like A, right? Is that, am I thinking the right one? Yeah, like the word A. I have it in here somewhere. Yeah, A. When a 2, 3, 4. Or no, 3, 4, 5. No, also 1. 1, 3, 4, 5. That is a one I don't know. I don't know that one. It'd be great to know this word. And then we have a, that's a T. And then an or an and then an N. S vowel T U N. What? When something. Oh my god, this whole sentence isn't gonna make any sense, is it? And then this starts with N. And then just the top caret is also and then just the bottom is M, num. And then we have this and this, which is what I don't have. Oh my god. And then this sound again, which I also don't have. I thought I was getting close. Oh, it still doesn't make any sense. Chicken leg on top, carrot on bottom. is ka, or no, other way around. Oh. Where the heck is that one? No, where's that one? This chicken leg on top. There, that's V. And then the carrot is I do wonder. I wonder. Does the circle mean flip them? If the circle means flip them, it would make some things make more sense. Because then that would say of. But right now it says va. The cat stirs. What's she doing? So if this was backwards, it would be et or at. Hez. His. At his sand. Said. No, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Why would they do that? Why would they have a symbol for flipping them when they can just do one and then the other? Just to make it more confusing? That's probably a valid answer, honestly. Okay, so then this says the, or like th, and then that sound that we don't know. They. Number of the, well, no, it's not the, we know what the looks like. So this is, this is a, not an S. It's that one. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what that one is. And then we have this chicken leg, which is around here somewhere. But an R. That's an R. And then 3, 4, 5 is E. And then there's an N, right? And then that's a D. That's a D. And then that's a Z. Friends? That could say friends. I've been interpreting this as R, like A-R-E. And then the last word. So this is that symbol again. So this one shows up like 5 times here. But that could be the F. That could be F. But then our second inside is going to be that, right? Which is going to be an R. And then 2, 3, 4, 5 is E. D, freed. So this could say friends are freed at the end. Number of the friends are freed. Certain? Okay, hold on. Said they have a final treasure and will give the puh when a certain number of the friends are freed. That is awfully close to making sense. That is so close to making sense. Well, okay, so then this would be like, if that was reversed, it'd say up. I bet you that's what it is. Oh, that's so stupid. That says up. That says of. That says hey. It would be, so if we're doing outside then inside, we're saying 8. Eight? uh, hmm. Or at. At up? 8 up? So it's definitely a ta. It's definitely an eh. Or no, that's, yeah, yeah. So then what would this be? This would be, nighty night, JM. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. More Dwarf Fortress on Monday. I'll see you then. Good luck. Thanks. I gotta be close, right? This feels close. Cause this is our z sound. Right? Yeah, so that's z. And then eh. Great test. Eh. So as. It's either ze or hez. And neither of those are words. Something something said they have a final treasure. And then if this has a circle, that would mean we would flip around. So it'd be... No, they're all just looking the same at this point. Ah. On. And. Be and. Final treasure and will. Or and well. Or will. That might be will. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Okay. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to turn my controller back on. I have spent 3 hours in this game and have done literally nothing. Like, in-game, I didn't do anything. Okay, are we missing pages? Maybe this is my first question. We don't have the cover. Notably, we don't have the very cover of the instruction booklet. So we don't actually know the title of this game. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. We should try to read this page. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. We have the manual aside from the front cover, but I'm assuming that that's like, we're not allowed to see that. So we do have the whole manual. Let's try this. Of course, there's just more of those circles everywhere. Use the power of the Holy Cross and traverse the golden path. We know the golden path is going to be the greatest spell. Do we have any familiar words in here? Does golden show up in here? It does not. That's suspicious. That first word is very long. There's some very long words in here. Okay, so there was like a clue page, right? There was, I wonder if we can read these now. So it'd be an L, Oh, the handwriting is awful. The handwriting's awful. We should also read that little sh part at the bottom. I don't know what that's trying to say. There was... Maybe I'll try reading some more of this off stream, and we'll come into this next time with a plan. There was something. This. So that 22. Maybe I should translate that. Because the square, right, is the square from the Golden Path page, and then the thing is like the page number. I think there's some correlation between those numbers on the Golden Path grid and the page numbers and the page numbers. I'm also looking at the way that these colors are all misaligned. Yeah. The Golden Path. I recognize that now. Down at the bottom left, that says the Golden Path. Okay, this will be my last one. I'm gonna try to figure out what it says where, like, next to 22. Oh, come on, work with me here. I think this is what we're going for. I should have just put music on in the background. I didn't think I was just gonna be in here the whole time. But I should have known better. Starts with a W. And then an and then a T. What's the and that's an N. Trying to, like, just put them in my brain now. This is that one. That is and then that is a K. Is this next? What's the next? Next, spelled N-E-H-C-S-T. Oh, that's gonna be P. This is page. What's the next page? Or no? Not quite. It is a P, right? It is P. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Is E, P. And then just S. Piece? What's the next piece of the puzzle? I bet you that's what we're doing here. So this, and then this is definitely the. This is our weird backwards thing, which is the same as in that other one, right? So this might actually give us information. This is the V sound on the inside, and then the top is the It's got to be of. And then this is P, U. And that's a Z. Puzzle. That says puzzle. What's the next piece of the puzzle? Okay, I'm gonna write down of because I'm sure we've seen that a bunch, and that definitely, I think that confirms that the circles mean you flip the order. Because why wouldn't it? Because why would it be simple? Okay, what's the next piece of the puzzle? I think that makes sense. And then the text gets smaller. Why wouldn't it? We're starting with... Oh, what was that? They're starting to look familiar, but not quite... Can't quite read it yet. That's a V. That's a V. And then the outside, of course, it's going to be reversed because why not? 3, 4, 5 is so ev. And then there's no inside? Are these two outside symbols in a row? Because that's the outside, that's the outside, that's the outside. But they're different symbols, but there's no inside. So this one is 1, 3, 4, 5. Which is still a mystery to me. And then this is 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is E. Evi. What would this vowel be? What would that be? I don't know what this word is. So now we have a P. Right? That's a P. And then an A. Pay. And then oh my goodness. Page. Page. That says page. And then here, my goodness. That's That's somewhere. That's an H. And then 1, 2, 3 is or has. Page has. Spelled H-A-H-Z. Every page has a golden. This is going to be talking about our squiggles, right? I think this is what we want. That doesn't say golden. Nope. Okay. Has a. And then that's an S. Two, three, four, five is 2, 3, 4, 5 is E. C, is it gonna be secret? I know what secret looks like. I didn't write it down because it's right here. Has a secret. Yeah. Every page has a secret, comma. And then more circles. Hooray! That's a... is that a V? That's a V. Of course, it goes second. And the outside is 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's E. Is this? No, it's not the same. Even. Yeah, that says even. Even. Oh my god. The TH. Even those that no TH. Even those. Even this one. Even this one. Every page has a secret, even this one. Okay. I was kind of wondering if this is our path. Does that mean every single page has a path on it? Are we stringing together the literal entire manual? Is that what we are gleaning here? Every page has a secret. Down at the bottom there, the candle. I'm expecting them to all be gold, right? We're looking for the golden path. I mean, that's... There's color there, like the blue or purple, whatever. I don't think it's that. It's also unclear if we're talking about every individual page or every pair of pages. Oh, I see a little bit of yellow down in the bottom one. They don't connect to each other, which is interesting. Interesting. And then there's one there. I wonder if it's every pair of pages. Because I don't see one here. But there is one there. Hmm. Then there's the big symbol at the top there. That's just a vowel sound. It's a vowel sound that I don't know the sound of yet. But I know I've seen that symbol. Is that the secret of this page? I don't know how I translate that into a path. I don't know what secret this page has. And then goodness gracious. I'm not sure if every page has a secret, but I don't know. Or is it every page on that grid has a secret? Because there's that, right? The golden symbol going there. But I don't see one here. So maybe we're only looking for these pages, which is not every page, right? Not page 1, yes, page 2. Not page 3, yes, page 4. Not page 5, yes, page 6. There's no 7, there's no 8. Okay, I'm gonna write these down in order real quick. We have 2, 4, 6, 9. And then there's 11, 12, 11 and 12. And then 15. And then 16. That's interesting. No 17. Yes, 18. No 19. No 20. No 21. No, there is a 21. Oh, I almost missed it. And a 22, which is our secret page. Not a 23, not a 24. I think we go to 28 or 27 to 28. And then we're in the 30s, 30, 31, 33, 34. Right, and then 39. And 40. Jeez. 42. 44. 46. Just every other page. 48. 50. So we have, it's a 5 by 5, right? Should be 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Uh-oh. So I got 48, I got 11, I got 2, I got 6, I got, oh, 52. Oh, 52 and 55. That'll do it. Uh, 27, 21, 4, 50, 42, 15, 22, 55, 31, 33, 46, 28, 9, 40, 18, 34, 16, 12, 39, 44. Okay. I have them all written down in order. So we want to see if do all of those pages have, this is page 2, right? So page 2 definitely does. Page 4 kind of does. I mean, there are a couple yellow lines down there. And then page 6 definitely does. Page 9. Probably have to translate that at the bottom. Maybe. Maybe? Maybe. But then 11 definitely does. 12 definitely does. I see a square in there. Very, very cheeky. And then 15 could just be the box. Could just be the square. I don't know what I would do with that. And then 16. I guess there's those arrows, right? It could be that. Maybe. And then 18, yes. 21. I see golden writing. I don't see a golden path. Unless it's literally the square there. It could just be that. That's hilarious. And then 22 is the off-printing weirdness. And we go to 27. There's nothing... Right? Okay, so that tracks. And then 27 is going to be that cross down there, I guess. Then 28 is the path down at the bottom middle, which I thought was a path for finding a fairy, but is actually part of the golden path. I think that makes sense. Nothing there, nothing there. 31, there's a little thing on the wall there. Nothing there. 33 has, oh, the sun behind the cloud. Good lord. 34 has that. Yep, I've seen that. And then 39. Yep, there's a line in there on the map. Then 40. Is it the coffee lines? What would I do with that? Those aren't lines. It's the right color, though. Okay, and then 42. There's a golden word there. What does that say? That's not path. That doesn't say path. It doesn't say gold. Okay. Maybe it says something helpful. And then 44. is going to be that. The part where it's telling us about the path is also giving us a path segment. And then 46, of course, that one right there. And 48, that one right there. And then 50. I don't know. I see some kind of yellowish in the lines between the blocks. Kind of. And then 52, oh, the border of the, where it says memo. Because of course. And then 55 is just going to be, is up? Is that what that means? Some of these are not so clear. Some of these are quite clear. So here's the questions that we have remaining. Here's the questions that are remaining. Some of these pages that we're being told have secrets. Some of them are obvious, like they have a yellow line, right? They have a golden path. Some of them do not have a visual golden path that makes perfect sense. So like this page, I'm wondering if it has, like if we translate this text, if it gives us a secret and then that translate into a path somehow. Because the clue wasn't that every page has part of the path. It's every page has a secret. So I think on some of these pages, we're gonna have to do some more translating. But we can do words. We've gleaned information from words at this point. I've gleaned new information from this manual. Some more than others. So if we look at this again, right? This is at has said they have a final treasure I'm gonna have to redo some of these words now that I know what the circle means. I think the meaning of this is that the fairies have a final treasure that they won't give up until all of the friends are freed. A certain number of friends are freed, which is all of them. Which is information that we already knew, because we already got the final treasure, right? So that means that the page is the final treasure. Which makes sense because that was very useful. And the rest of this is going to be about the fairies, right? Because we understand the seeking spell, we know about the secret gathering place, we got the final treasure. And somehow that translates to a golden path. So the other question is like, how do we, if we have a bunch of segments from a bunch of different pages, how do they fit together? Because obviously we're starting in the bottom middle, right? Is it so you start in the bottom middle and you go to page 12. And then that Like how do you go from one to the other? And then where do you go next? Maybe it's like... Oh, I think I understand. I think we're going to come into square 12 4 times. You know what I mean? Like the first time we go in, we're going to go left and then up. Does that make any sense? And then like that tells you to go... Goodness gracious. To 28. And then we'll end up coming into 12 from a different angle, and that'll tell us to go somewhere else. Except you couldn't go down from 12, right? If you came in from 9, you couldn't go... Well, no, because I guess if you were at 9, you went down to 12, you would end up at 39 or 16, I guess. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. Okay, well. I think I can say that next stream, we're going to assemble the golden path. We might get this done next stream. I am not going to say anything for certain. Oh my god. This was a weird one. This was the least gameplay stream I've ever had. And yet we made a lot of progress, somehow. However that works. Yeah. Thanks for hanging in there. This is a weird one. This is a weird one. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue translating the manual off stream. I'm going to find some more spots where I think what it's saying will be useful for what we're trying to figure out right now. And learn some more words, translate some more sentences, and try to glean some more meaning. Maybe like those hint pages. Maybe I'll translate all of the hint pages. I'm not going to try to assemble the golden path, because clearly it's an assembly process of some kind. We will do that on stream. And that's going to be a whole thing. So yeah, come by next Saturday. Next Saturday, right? Or no? I might be busy. I think I'm busy next Saturday. I think I'm busy for the next 2 Saturdays. Hilarious. Hilarious. I might be busy for the next 2 Saturdays. So I'm going to do some translating off stream. And we're gonna come back to this, and we're gonna kick its butt. We're gonna get our ending. We're gonna get ending B. I'm declaring it right now. So yeah, come by for that. Definitely come by Monday and Thursday this next week for more Dwarf Fortress. We're definitely gonna continue with that. Come by to a Saturday in the future, and we're gonna find the golden path. I am determined. I am definitely determined to figure this out. We are so close. I can taste it. I can taste it. So yeah, today's episode is brought to you by my notes. Oh my god, if only you could see them. And my viewers like you, clicking on buttons and hanging out and watching live and watching VODs and fast forwarding through a VOD or two, maybe. My goodness. Those are the notes I'm taking these days. You are what I'm taking notes on right now. So I appreciate you being here and hanging out with me and putting up with some weird streams. So I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And I hope you stay